Okay, squad number 1. Position 1, Don. Position 2, John E. Position 3, Brian. Position 4, Doug Sr. Position 5, Neil. Get your eyes and ears, shooters to the line.
Hello, my name is Ken, and welcome to this brief video on how to create some special puffer targets to be used either for shotgun or for trap shooting. Now I'm making this video because I've seen a few other videos on YouTube where people are using all different kinds of supplies, liquids, spray glue, even boiled wax, and just different kinds of stuff that I think complicate the process. And I believe that, and I think you'll agree, the process that I'll be sharing with you is a pretty easy, simple, and straightforward approach to making these targets. With just a few supplies and in a few minutes, you'll see that we'll be good to go with some targets ready to be loaded either into a trap machine or to be hand tossed. All right. Just a little background. Recently I joined a local gun club, and one of the sports that or activities that the club offers is trap. Now if you don't know what trap is, you can go online and check out YouTube. There's plenty of videos and instructions on trap and how to learn about the sport. But if you are familiar with trap, I think you would agree that it's a challenging sport. It gets you outdoors in the fresh air, and I also think it provides a nice social environment. As at least at our club, I have found the trap shooters to be very sociable and willing to share their knowledge and experience to help me and others learn the sport. So when we shoot trap at our club, most of the targets that we shoot at are these standard bright orange clay targets. But for every relay, we also load in one white target that serves a special purpose. If in a relay the shooter hits the white target and breaks it, they win a free card or a card for a free round on a future date. So, our club uses these white targets as a special incentive and an added dimension to trap shooting. Now, what we've also started doing at the club, and it was actually started by other members, is that we take these white targets and have enhanced them with some special effects. There's a cavity here in this target, and we can fill it either with powder, with chalk. Even now some of us are using glitter to make it a little bit more interesting, both for the shooter and for spectators. And for the next few minutes, that's what we're going to show you in this video, how to create these special targets. Okay, to demonstrate how we make these puffers, just have a few supplies here. Going to use some glitter that we get in just a local dollar store. Going to use some Carpenter's chalk. We got blue and red here. I also have a couple of other different colors, but we're going to use some Carpenter's chalk. Some baby powder, which makes the puffing and the cloud when the targets get hit. And then I'm also going to use for the covers to seal the material into the clays. I'm going to use these pre-cut labels. Actually, these are 2.5-inch round labels that I bought in a local stationery store, office supply store. These are actually made by a company called Avery Label. This is what the package looks like. But Avery Label, you get 90 labels in this package, and it costs about $15 or $16. So those are the supplies. I don't use any duct tape. I don't use any glue. I just basically used the supplies that I showed you, the clays and the labels for the covers. Okay, so let's just get started. We're going to make a couple of white ones here, and I'm going to start by putting in actually some large glitter in this one, and I'm going to put some more glitter in this one. And then on top of the glitter, for one of these, I'm going to use the baby powder. And we're just going to turn this over and spray it into the center here. And then for the other target, I'm going to use the blue carpenter's chalk. Now, just a comment for everyone about the workspace. As you can imagine, it could get a little messy if I spill some of these materials. So I don't recommend you work on these in your house. I'm actually recording this in my garage. So I'm out of the wind, and I'm not in any place where if I actually spilled some of this material, it would be difficult to clean up. It's pretty messy if you'd have to be cleaning the stuff out of your rugs or whatever. So I recommend someplace easy to clean up, away from the wind and distractions. All right, so we've got the clays, we've got the special effects material, in this case glitter, powder, carpenter's chalk, put inside the cavity in the targets. And now we're just going to put a cover on and seal them up. So what I do is I just peel off one of these labels. And as you can imagine, on the inside of the label, it's just all sticky material, and the other side is like a gloss finish. One of the things that I also do as part of the process is I cut a small circle, a smaller circle, and I place it inside the sticky part of the label to seal some of that sticky material so it doesn't attach to the inside of the label. Because I want as much of this material as possible being free and loose once the target gets hit. So I take a label, insert a smaller circle to cover up a good portion of it, and then I just place the label right on top of the target, and I run my finger around it and tightly seal it to the target. So as you can see here, we've got a sealed target ready to go and to be loaded into the machine. All right, let's do the next one. This is the powder with the glitter inside. I take a target, or I take a cover, peel it off, piece of paper in the center, and then just carefully place it on top of the circle in the middle. Run my finger around it and seal it. And we're ready to go. 2 targets here, ready to be loaded into the machine. And these hold up pretty well. We have them actually stored in a trailer at the range, and we also put a couple in the trap house as well. But they'll stay contacted and connected and secure for several weeks. So they hold up pretty well. All right. All right, let's make a few more of these. We'll take these 2 completed ones and put them off to the side. Bring out a couple more here just to show you how easy this is. These clays, when you buy them at the store, just the top part of this clay is white. Actually, the rest of it is black. And what we also do, and what I like to do, is I paint this rim with some just simple water-based white paint to make it a little bit more visible. I'm sure when they make these clays, they use the black rim with the idea to limit the target area as you're tracking the target. But I like to make them a little bit brighter a little bit more visible. They just add another dimension to the relay. All right, we got 3 targets. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put glitter in all of these. Again, this is a little bit smaller glitter. And one of the reasons I like to use glitter is because we also shoot under the lights 1 day a week. And when you're shooting under the lights, the glitter, after a target gets hit and it explodes, the glitter really is very visible and gives you a nice effect as it spreads out under the lights. So it's one of the reasons why I like to use the glitter. It just adds another dimension to the special effects. So we got blue in that one. I've also got some black carpenter's chalk that I just got recently, and I'm going to figure we'll try that. And then let's do baby powder, and we'll make white in this last one here. When you hit the baby powder or you hit the clay filled with baby powder, it really does leave a cloud of smoke, so to say, that just lingers, and it's real obvious when you hit the target. So we've got the materials inside. We're going to seal them up. Again, the process is pretty straightforward. I peel off a label. On the inside, I put a smaller round circle. I carefully put it on top of the clay, close it, seal it with my finger. All right. Do 2 more. The blue target here, piece of paper, place it on top, seal it with my finger. Now, as I said before, these pre-cut labels, these have a diameter of 2.5 inches, which is just perfect for these white clays. These orange clays here, the diameter of the center here is a little bit wider, so the same labels would not work on the white clays. On the orange ones. So if you wanted to do this with the white clays and maybe other white clays that you might have at your range, you're gonna have to use larger size labels. Larger size labels are made, and you also can, you can buy square labels and cut them round if you want. But again, I just encourage you to, to keep it simple, and there's no need to go crazy making using some of the supplies to get these special effects. So there we go. We've got, again, just in a couple of minutes, got 2 here, 3 there. We started off here, and as you can see, it's pretty simple and straightforward to do. So, thanks for taking the time to look at how we did this, and would appreciate it if you have any comments or suggestions. Please leave your comments below. And if you hang on a little bit longer in the video, you'll be able to see how we go ahead and shoot these. We set up a hand thrower so you could see these and how they look under the lights, so you'll get the full experience of the effects that these can bring. All right, but thanks again for watching, and good shooting. Right.
Remember, I took delivery of a. Whoop. Video.